It's been a sad time in the Buffyverse. Nick Brendon passed away. He had major issues, and I want to start by saying I support and acknowledge all the people that have spoken out about the bad things they experienced. Today, I'm going to talk about the young man I knew, my personal experience with him during the Buffy years, and I'm going to talk about his work. I found out about his passing from Rebecca and immediately began weeping. Buffy was like my childhood, even though I wasn't a kid then. So, some thoughts. Nicky was one of the first cast members I met. He was welcoming, funny, brilliantly talented. He had tremendous range, which was showcased every week with his Xander, and in episodes like Halloween, Inca Mummy Girl, The Pack, where he inhabited something so different. I also got to see that range on stage. I hung out with Nicky right away at a party before I started filming. There was another party at makeup department head Todd McIntosh's house just after I began shooting. I remember talking and laughing in the front courtyard of the house. I was just starting this creative adventure. During the adventure, Nicky was always kind to me, open-hearted, genuine. He and his girlfriend Wendy and a bunch of the cast and crew would come to my house every week after we wrapped for viewing parties as the show aired live. He moved into a house near the Hollywood Bowl, which had a ton of steps leading up to the front door. It was there he shared some stuff with me about his childhood that he hadn't told anyone else yet. I think about standing outside his trailer, chatting while he rocked in his rocking chair, which often sat at an angle outside his honey wagon, or eating lunch all together. It's wild when I think of that time. The young man, the potential of youth. He brought his A game to the work. His very nature was creative and expressive. I think of that potential and of that time with such a sense of nostalgia and loss. Death is so terrifying and confusing to grapple with, to try to reconcile. I guess I had already said goodbye to that young man, and to who I was too at the time. But now, it's finite. Making a show is a bit like being on a pro sports team. Nicky and I were on the field together, and that creates a particular bond. Only our little squad was there and had this specific experience. I have a lot of love in my heart for that young man from decades long ago. Allie wrote, quote, "My sweet Nicky, thank you for years of laughter, love, and Dodgers. I will think of you every time I see a rocking chair. I love you. R.I.P." Writer, producer, co-creator of Angel, David Greenwalt wrote, quote, "Nicky was an original, long ball funny, able to leap towering emotional changes in a single bound. Overflowing with timing, talent, Mr. Brendon never stopped bouncing, weaving, and bonding to one and all alike. One like this shall not come again, but we got to see it and breathe it and live it with Nicky by our side. And that no man taketh away." Ken Lerner, Principal Flutie, wrote, quote, "I always found Nick to be a gentleman, fun to work with. My sincere condolences to his family." Armin Shimmerman, Principal Snyder, wrote, quote, "When I met him on Buffy, I saw a fresh-faced kid with flourish and youthful energy. He was always eager to shoot a scene and never seemed to tire. Nick's mischievous side shone through his eyes, yet he was deeply dedicated to acting and the seriousness of being part of an ensemble. He was hell-bent on having fun on and off camera and reveled in being part of a hit show. He warmly welcomed newcomers like me to the set. If I was his headmaster, I'd give him high marks indeed. My condolences to his family and friends." Makeup department head Todd McIntosh wrote, quote, "As we were preparing to shoot the Buffy presentation, I was in the production office when Joss brought Nick in and introduced him, just having been cast as Xander. There was a big grin on Nick's handsome face that was infectious. He was so happy. One Halloween night when we were filming, I hired some of our regular casual artists to cover the set, and we opened the trailer to anyone who wanted a makeup. It was actors who weren't working that night, some crew members, and some folks who brought their kids in. One executive brought his son in. That night, I made Nick up in a prosthetic I'd built for another show. It was sort of Pan-like, and I laid thick chest hair on him, and in the end, Nick was totally unrecognizable. We laughed so much, and he had great fun fooling people who didn't know it was him. We ended up calling him Goat Boy. That nickname lasted for years. Nick's passing has affected me strongly, and it's taking me time to process it. I have a little shrine to my ancestors and loved ones who have passed, and for me, that is where Nick lives now." End quote. Later, when stuff started going off the rails, Dev and I told him about the therapist who was changing our lives for the healthy, but Nick wasn't open to it. He was on a path that was destructive and damaging to himself and to others. Nick's acting, his place in Buffy, is indelible and shines bright. In the Buffy years, Nick was my friend, and Xander is forever a friend of all of ours. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. We think it's only fitting to go out with a few of Xander's memorable words. Take it from here, Nikki.
Well, not much goes on in a one Starbucks town like Sunnydale. You're pretty big news. Okay, this is where I have a problem. See, because we're talking about vampires. We're having a talk with vampires in it. Well, a part of my brain that would tell me to bring that stuff is too busy telling me not to come down here. I don't like vampires. I'm gonna take a stand and say they're not good. I laugh in the face of danger. Then I hide until it goes away.
She certainly looks perky.
Yeah, color in the cheeks, bounce in the step. I don't like it. It's not healthy. Okay, for those of us in our studio audience who are me, you guys are saying that Moloch is in this computer.
We're literary.
To read makes our speaking English good.
We'll be going now. Xander, come on.
I can't. I have my pride. Okay, I don't have a lot of my pride, but I have enough so that I can't do this.
Just gonna go home, lie down, and listen to country music. The music of pain.
How'd it go?
On a scale of 1 to 10, it sucked.
Oh.
Looking at my neck.
What?
You were checking at my neck, I saw that.
No, I wasn't. Just keep your distance, pal. I wasn't looking at your neck.
Told you to eat before we left.
Do you mind, Buffy? Trying to repress.
But if you guys already had plans, would I be imposing?
No, only in the literal sense. Okay, once more with tension.
Okay, but do they really stick out?
What?
So thumbs, do they stick out? I mean, have you ever seen a thumb and gone, wow, that baby is sore?
You have too many thoughts.
Angel's our friend. Except I don't like him. You're having parental issues. You're having parental issues.
Xander.
What? Freud would have said the exact same thing. Except he might not have done that little dance.
I've gone through some fairly dark times in my life. Faced some scary things. Among them, the kitchen at the fabulous ladies' nightclub. Let me tell you something. When it's dark, and I'm all alone, and I'm scared or freaked out or whatever, I always think, what would Buffy do? You're my hero.
Nice. Look who's got a bad case of dark prince envy.
I have no interest in you. Leave us.
No, we're not going to leave you. And where'd you get that accent? Sesame Street? 1, 2, 3. 3 victims.
Xander. I'm pretty sure that's Dracula.
Wow, really? Hey, sorry, man. I was just joking around. Okay, I'm not panicking. I'm not. Stop looking at me like I'm panicking. The Sears couldn't find out her name or like her address or anything? Am I getting the definition of seer wrong? Party in my eye socket and everyone's invited. Sometimes I shouldn't say words.
You can't stop this.
Yeah, I get that. It's just, where else am I gonna go? You've been my best friend my whole life. We're all gonna end. Where else would I want to be?
Is this the master plan? You're gonna stop me by telling me you love me?
Well, I was gonna walk you off a cliff and hand you an anvil, but seemed kind of cartoony.
Still making jokes.
I'm not joking. I know you're in pain. I can't imagine the pain you're in. And I know you're about to do something apocalyptically evil and stupid. And hey, I still want to hang. You're Willow.
Don't call me that.
The first day of kindergarten, you cried because you broke the yellow crayon. And you're too afraid to tell anyone. You've come pretty far. Ending the world, not a terrific notion. But the thing is, yeah, I love you. I love crayon breaky Willow, and I love scary veiny Willow. So if I'm going out, it's here. If you want to kill the world, well, then start with me. I've earned that.
You think I won't?
It doesn't matter. I'll still love you.
Shut up.
I love you. I love you.
Shut up!
I love you, Willow.
Stop!
I love you.